Hello and welcome to the Spin Cycle for a very special episode today. You were just listening to Pachelbel's Canon for a very special reason. Today we're going to have a show all about weddings. We want to show you how you can get married in paradise. We're going to have some very special guests today. We'll have Patty Wassmiller and Debbie Wood. They are each from Paradise Springs. Carol Silva, she makes brides beautiful from Beautiful Brides. Laura Zabricki from Sweet Dreams Wedding and Cakes, and then her husband Roman, he is from Crab Cakes Restaurant and Yosemite Catering, as well as Yosemite Events. So we have lots of fun to come today. And of course, here at Spin Cycle, we start every show with a celebration. So let's say happy birthday to some of our beautiful celebrity friends. Celebrating today, we have Rooney Mara. You know her as the girl from the Dragon Tattoo. She's turning 28 today. The gorgeous Victoria Beckham is simply 39. And one of my most favorite actresses, because she's a kick-ass actress and mom, Jennifer Gardner, is 41. And since today's show is all about weddings, I thought it would be fun to take a peek at these celebrities from a wedding lens. So our first picture is from Rooney Mara. This is a picture of her with her fiancé, Charlie McDowell. They're expected to wed this year in 2013. And of course, Victoria Beckham, already wedded to a very handsome David Beckham. This is what her wedding dress looked like, as designed by Vera Wang. It's also considered to be one of the most top 10 expensive wedding dresses known to mankind and womankind as well. But let's face it, that lady is going to look gorgeous even if she just wore a burlap bag. She doesn't need anything by Vera Wang. And finally, Jennifer Gardner's engagement ring. I think that this ring is going to give this poor woman carpal tunnel syndrome because it is just so huge. But she and Ben Affleck are so cute together. I think that they really deserve it. So the big news for 2013 are going to be exciting celebrity weddings. So let's take a look at the top celebrity weddings we will anticipate the most in 2013. Who knows, maybe someone will show up at Paradise Springs to get wedded. The first on the list is Keira Knightley and her fiance James. Now there are rumors of a Chanel wedding dress for Keira. However, she's going to be otherworldly. We think that she actually might turn out in a Karl Lagerfeld dress, and it's going to astound everyone. But of course, she's just gorgeous in anything. She's such a cute, impish little gal. We also have rocker Avril Lavigne and Chad Kroeger. Now, Chad recently boasted that his fiancée was planning, quote, the most unique wedding on the planet. She's just that kind of guy. So we'll see if she lives up to our rock and roll wedding dreams when they go to the chapel. Now, this on-again, off-again relationship between Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsley, it's going to turn heads if we can get these two to the altar. Of course, her shortened blonde hair is creating a lot of buzz over in Hollywood. A lot of people just don't like it. But they're saying that we're going to have a recreation of a champagne Jenny Packham bridal-style gown that she wore to the Oscars in 2010 because that's something that she's already comfortable with. You notice how we're not talking about the guys and how they dress. This is very female-centric because guys, just so you know, all you have to do is show up and just tell the bride that she's pretty, okay? And talking of another pretty bride, hoping that they get to the altar too, is the famous Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux. We all know that Jennifer has been through so much in her love life. We just want to wish her the best. So right now she's going through a brief honeymoon period until she ties the knot. Those are her own words. But the tabloids are just hounding this girl. And if I can get any kind of detail, I will share it with you. So if you talk about Jennifer Aniston, you also have to talk about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. She was once married to Brad Pitt until Angelina stole him. So the story is, it's the kids that want them to get married. Angelina and Brad Pitt keep saying they're not going to get married until we have no issue of domestic partnership. Really don't know how that's going to come out, but we do have word that they are actually planning something. So I'm looking for those details in 2013 for you. And then we got to give it to Britney Spears. Again, this is a young lady who has just been through so much more in her young life than most of us have. We're hoping that the third time will be a lucky time for her, as she is going to tie the knot with Jason Trawick in 2013. It's not expected to be quite as lavish as the ceremony as she had with Kevin Federline, who was her first husband, but you know, the chick's got a lot of money to spend. We'll see how it comes down out on that. Now, before we get to our very exciting guest and talk about wedding specialties. I found this very funny little video on YouTube that I just want to share with brides, especially to remember that it is your special day, but please keep your sense of humor while it's happening. So take a look.
Andrew placed the ring on Melissa's hand and repeat after me. I, Andrew Paul Daniel Engstrom.
I'm not putting it on the wrong way.
I, Andrew Paul Daniel Engstrom.
I, Andrew Paul Daniel Engstrom,
Do take Melissa Renee Warren.
do take Melissa Renee Warren
To be my lawfully wedded wife.
to be my lawfully and pancakey I've been scared of this all my life. Just give her a second.
It's okay, folks, I've seen this before. Okay. I, Andrew Paul Daniel.
See, man and wife.
The court will take a recess.
Just give her a second.
I just laugh so much I get tears when I see that. They're waffly wedded and hopefully will stay that way forever. We're going to go to commercial, but when we come back, we will have Patty Wassmiller and Debbie Wood from Paradise Springs to show you how you can get married in paradise. We hope you stay tuned.
I'm the owner and CEO of Central Valley Talk. We produce live programs that broadcast 24 hours per day on the internet website, centralvalleytalk.com. If you like local talk radio, you'll love centralvalleytalk.com. You can watch our local programming on your computer or on your iPhone.
Fat Man's Alley, Hungry Howie's, and Scoops Ice Cream. Tower Health Food, Samba Steakhouse, Mike Briggs Properties. There's Tower Market, Farmers Market too, Kuka's and Landmark, Mr. Sushi for you. Chicken Pie Shop, Fulton's Pulley, Palomino's, Spinner's Records, Tower Bike Shop, Irene's To Go, Bobby Sal's Restaurant, The Perfect Blend and Million Elephant, H&R Block, Starbucks Coffee, Piemonte's, Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater, The Second Space, Tower Tattoos, La Tienda, Me and Ed's is the place, International Furniture, The Review Cafe, Teasers World Tea Market, Love Oak knows the way, Typhoon Restaurant, The Game Preserve, and B of A, Sequoia Brewing, Russo Restaurant, Tower Clocks Today. Come to the tower, there's so much fun for everyone. Every morning, every evening, Ain't we got fun?
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Thanks for coming back and joining us at Spin Cycle. I am your host, Feleena Sutton. Today, the entire show is dedicated to the beauty of weddings and all that surround it. So we're going to start by getting married in paradise. We have Patty Wassmiller and Debbie Wood. They're from Paradise Springs, just outside of Oakhurst, just
Absolutely.
a stone's throw from Fresno. And you have this gorgeous location up there. Brides are flocking to. They want to come and get married in paradise. Right?
They do.
Oh,
They
this
do.
is exciting. Okay, so Patty, start by telling me what you do, and Debbie, you can tell me what you do.
Okay.
Well, Patty is an owner. I own property with the Caceres family. I'm the Wassmillers, and we jointly own Paradise. We started Paradise Springs 5 years ago in 2008, and so this is our 5th season. And Debbie, I do the accounting and run the office and the money.
Oh, okay. So you're the money lady, or she's the money lady?
She's the money lady. I'm the money collecting lady.
She is the money collecting lady. There we go.
And the money getting
And
lady.
our sales representative.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what we're getting at. So brides
There
will be
we
likely
go.
to speak with you on the phone.
Absolutely.
Yes, if you call Paradise
Okay.
Springs, I'll be the one that answers the phone.
Okay.
I can guide them through all aspects of the planning, process, from booking the venue all the way up through the day of the wedding and everything.
What kind of special amenities do you have at Paradise Springs?
Oh, well, okay, we have all kind of activities on site, too. The one thing about Paradise Springs is one thing that the brides really are loving nowadays is they actually get the whole resort to themselves for 2 days.
Oh, you block out 2 days?
For 2 days or more if they
So you
wish.
can have a little
Exactly.
bachelorette party up
They
there.
can do everything. It's like you
Okay.
check
Rehearsal
in,
dinner.
you have your
Great.
rehearsal,
Okay.
your rehearsal dinner, then the guys go off to one side of the resort, the girls go off to the other and everything, have their little bachelor parties,
Yes.
The next morning, you wake up and, start, pampering yourself for the day and everything. And it's really fun because the whole family gets to get involved, family and friends and everything. And you have more time to actually sit and enjoy.
Enjoy. I like
Enjoy
that.
your guests.
We have a photo up here. This is, she just took it away. If you could possibly bring it back, Kylie. There
Look
we
at
go. I
that.
think that
That's
this
one of my
is-
favorite.
That is
Okay.
a waterfall that drops down 150 feet into Emerald Pond. It is absolutely stunning. It has 3 decks. The views, the scenery. One of my partners says that you cannot pay for the landscape. It would cost you millions and millions of dollars to have that type of
So
landscape.
are brides getting married around the waterscape or in a
There
different
are
area?
many
You choose
venues.
to. Oh, that's one of many.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay.
And another plus is that we have certain spots set up as venue spots.
I
But
love this photo.
Is that
Since
beautiful?
we're located
That
on
happens to be
100
my niece.
acres.
That's your niece?
Yes.
Oh, how sweet. Okay, 100 acres.
Yeah, since we're located on 100 acres, if they don't like any of the spots that we have set up as event sites, they can get married anywhere
Oh,
on the
just
100
find
acres.
a tree stump and there you go. Huh.
And they are
Exactly.
creative.
Really?
Very creative.
Okay, think back. What's the most creative bride that you've had? The craziest thing that they've done there?
Oh, do you
I mean, I
think
hate to
of-
put you on the spot, but I mean, like, are
Should
Minnie
we-
and Mickey showing up? I know some brides that would do that.
the zip line wedding? No.
I will tell you this. The most strangest request I've
Yes.
had
Okay.
was somebody wanted garden gnomes. People
Oh,
to
that's
run
very
around like
different.
little garden gnomes and everything.
Was this
you
a
know?
family tradition? I'm trying to understand the thought behind that.
It was just the couple
curious.
was really into like the little fairies and
Okay.
stuff like that,
Okay.
and they wanted garden
And I'm
gnomes
sure you
and
said
everything.
that's no problem.
That's
you will do whatever
that's
you need.
no
you
problem.
said.
We were
Yes,
able to get them a
yeah.
couple little garden gnomes.
Wonderful. Okay. So when you look at this entire property site, how many venues do you have altogether?
Oh boy, let's
I
see.
mean, 10, 20?
I would say probably the most used would be pretty close to 10.
Okay.
Pretty close to
Those
10.
are probably the most picturesque as far as the
Exactly.
picture
Yes.
Exactly.
But we've had them go through the forest. They have been very creative. There's been a couple of times Debbie has told me, Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe where they got married or where they're wanting to be married or where they're wanting to dance and have a good time.
Oh, how neat! But you always say yes. We say,
Always.
well, we will accommodate you. You're the bride. And
Well,
you're
it's
always
like
right.
it's like their
It's their
own
day.
resort for
Okay.
those times, so they can
Okay.
pretty much do whatever they want to during that time.
What's the capacity? So if folks are spending the night and eating, where do you top out capacity-wise?
We're looking as far as like lodging and everything. We're looking at probably about 48 plus, and the plus being that there is endless spots for camping, RV sites, and
Okay.
things like that.
Okay, but
so you
most
have a little bit
wedding
for the
parties
adventures.
aren't going to go terribly over 48, are they? When you get the moms and dads, I come from a small family. Maybe
Oh.
am I naive?
There's some large families, but sleep-wise, it's about 48 to 50, and then with the RVs in tent. But as far as capacity for wedding outdoors, it's endless
that
numbers.
would be limitless.
And
Right,
indoors,
okay.
we have a beautiful Bella Pavilion that's comfortably seats 150.
Is that in case it rains?
Yes.
Exactly.
the-
That's
a
the
good
good thing
backup?
about Paradise Springs
Absolutely.
is we have buildings just for backup use.
Fabulous. Okay. Now I understand you have a bridal show. It's
Yes.
very soon. Isn't it very
Oh,
soon?
we're
Yes, we do.
excited.
It's on April the 28th, and it's going to be from 12 to 4. We have over 30 vendors that are going to be attending. So we'll have caterers and florists and cakes and DJs, the whole shebang. There's going to also be some amazing prizes being given away.
Like, what are you going to give away?
We have, I'm really excited about this one. We have a 7-night Hawaiian trip being given away.
Oh, I'm already married. Can I still give
I wanted to sign up for that one, you
You
know?
don't renew your vows up there.
This is true.
Just come and
This is true.
participate and be on
Oh,
site.
God.
There
That'd
you
be so
go.
fun.
Exactly. And then Paradise is going to be giving away a wedding day package and everything. And then we have other vendors that will be giving away like free hair and makeup and all kinds of
Nice.
things. all
Okay,
kinds of
so it's a one-stop shop for the bride to be.
It is.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, it'll give her a chance to fall in love with the location too, if just being around this area.
Yeah, come up and spend a day in Paradise.
Absolutely.
You know?
Okay.
And Paradise is a photographer's paradise. You
Oh,
have
of
to understand.
course, of
It's
course.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I know that we have a little promo that you brought in to show. This is all about the wedding show. So, Kylie, if you're ready, take it away.
Imagine the most important day of your life, your wedding in paradise. Join us for an elegant day in the Sierras at Paradise Springs' 4th Annual Bridal Show. Sunday, April 28th from noon till 4 off Highway 41 at Road 632 above Oakhurst.
I love that horse-drawn carriage. That's
isn't that
beautiful.
Oh, I know. I
Well,
know.
please tell our brides to be how they can find you. Phone numbers, websites, everything under the sun.
Okay, you can give me a call at area code 559-642-2613. You can also visit our website at paradisespringsmountain.com. And then also you can email me at debbie@paradisespringsmountain.com.
Excellent. Okay, brides, let's get out there and start getting things arranged. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming
Thank
in. I
you.
really
Oh,
appreciate
thank you for
having
having
you.
us.
Thank you so much. We hope you stay tuned. Upcoming next, we have Carol Silva. She's from Beautiful Brides, and she can tell me everything I'm doing wrong with my makeup. Hope you stay tuned.
I cannot believe how expensive funerals are today. Nancy said she spent more than $12,000 on John's service. Now, when Mom took ill, we went to Sterling & Smith and prearranged her funeral for less than half of what Nancy spent. Sterling & Smith has a beautiful facility, professional staff, and packages that start below $3,000. It was more than a funeral, it was truly a celebration of life.
At Sterling & Smith, we believe that a high-quality service should be affordable to everyone. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today, because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Hey guys, are you watching CentralValleyTalk.com? Are you under 30 or under 30 at heart? Because if you are, you should be watching my show, Basically Branded, 10:30 p.m. Monday and Wednesday nights. Mark your calendars, you guys, because it's chaos here on Monday and Wednesday nights. We have animals, reptiles, cheetahs, actors, singers. It's chaos. And you guys need to be watching because it might sound like I'm describing Barnum and Bailey Circus, but I'm actually describing my web show, Basically Brandon, Monday and Wednesday nights, 10:30 p.m.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
Proper voice, Cecil's choice, chuckling it on CentralValleyTalk.com. We can all get along, listen to the guitar play.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Here we are with Spin Cycle and a very special topic today. It's that of weddings. So gals, grab some pen and paper. We have some great professionals that you can talk to make your day special. Of course, one of the most, well, okay, other than the dress, perhaps the most important things are hair and makeup. This is not something that we want to skimp on. So we have a great professional to talk to today. Her name is Carol Silva, and she is with Beautiful Brides. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Feleena. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I'm wiping away the tears because just thinking about any bride at all, it just makes me weep because they're so beautiful.
Yes.
But they're only beautiful. Well, they're beautiful for a lot of reasons, but you kind of take what they have and just enhance it so that they are stunning.
Absolutely.
Right, okay. What kind of services do you provide to the brides?
To the bride. I provide full service hair if they're needing that, any of those kind of services.
Gorgeous updos.
Yes, gorgeous updos. Actually, I provide for my brides, they have up to a 3-hour practice prior to the wedding.
So the practice is where you do their hair and their makeup and make sure everything's okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We work out all the details. We know exactly what it's going to do. It provides us to have our time. No hiccups. No unwanted surprises on the day of the wedding.
Yes.
And it gives me the opportunity to bond with my bride and to really get to know her. Because the hair and makeup person starting their very special day. We're starting their schedule. Yeah. So it's nice to kind of have that personal touch.
Okay, so you take 3 hours to do a practice.
I do.
That's okay. Well, then you kind of got to figure out their hair and their skin tone.
Well, I'll tell you why. I allow that 3 hours because sometimes the bride has something in their mind set to have their hair done a certain way, and then we take them there, and I can tell that they're not happy. It's like a little, when they're happy, a little light switch goes on, and I can kind of see they glow, you know, and if they're not happy, I need that time on my schedule to make sure I take them where they want to go and get them to maybe they wanted it up and now they want it down, or they wanted it down and then we play around and we go up. So it's time to do that. And then the makeup is the same thing. It's critiquing the makeup together as a team, her and I, because it's not about what I want to do. It's really about what that bride wants.
Does the bride walk in with her makeup bag and say, here's everything I bought at CVS, or do you pull out your tools and your favorite
I pull out
colors?
my tools. There's a couple things I have the bride provide, like, for example, their own lipstick so that they can have it to touch up with the day of the wedding. But other than that, it's all professional products, and there's a lot of layering of the makeup and building of the makeup so that's long-lasting.
Layers. Tell me about it. You need a primer, girl.
We do primer. We do oil spray, preventing sprays. We do all-nighter sprays to have it last all through the evening and the event, and then some, I'm told.
I know some brides go and will get a spray tan, especially up in the décollage. Do you recommend that they do something like that, or just keep it a normal skin tone?
I like to keep it closer to a normal skin tone, unless it's a really good spray tanning person that's doing it, spray tanning tech, I should say, because a lot of times that orange underlying color comes through and it shows up especially against the white. So
the Dorito bag look.
If they're very careful, very it's okay. And then I just blend the foundation to match whatever their skin tone is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember crying on my wedding day. A lot of brides do. What are you doing with the eye makeup?
Eye makeup is we use waterproof mascara, and then I have a professional eyeliner sealer that goes over the top of the eyeliner.
You can seal that?
Yeah.
How do you get that off?
You just use makeup remover. There's a sealer that actually goes over it to help it be long lasting.
Interesting.
And then a setting spray. the
Okay.
water-resistant setting spray.
And it doesn't bother the eyes or anything?
No, well, we do the practice, so there's no surprises. So, she's
very
worn
clever.
everything for her
Okay.
practice for that day.
Okay.
Then there's no concerns about having any type of reaction on the day of the wedding to anything that I'm using on their face.
Okay. So
Yeah.
once you show up on that wedding day, how long should the bride plan in her schedule to have that hair and that makeup done on that day?
On that day for the bride, usually I ask for an hour and a half for hair
Okay.
and makeup.
Okay.
To completely do their hair and makeup.
Okay. Now, are you able to do hair and makeup for all the ladies that are in the wedding party and moms
Yes.
and mothers-in-laws? Because I think
Yes.
everybody wants to look a little
Yes.
special.
Yes.
Yes,
We
okay.
can take care of everybody. I have a team that I personally train that
Okay.
we work together to make sure that all the bride's needs are met that day for hair and makeup for her, like you said, her bridal party or her family,
Okay.
friends traveling from out of town, anything like that.
Oh, I like the sound of that. That's
yeah,
very sweet because
yeah.
everybody wants to look special. Do you do any? I'm guessing the grooms don't need a lot.
Every now and then, honestly, they don't, but every now and then I do groom's makeup. If they get really oily and shiny and it might be a little bit warm outside, then we just simply powder and use a lip balm just to kind of tone down that shine. And we usually find a real private spot to do that.
I can just see the horror on the poor groom's face as you're coming at him with a
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
I was
brush.
like,
I
really?
love it.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
doing this.
You know, my husband was a Marine. That would have never happened.
It would have worked.
It would've- I know. We would take the whole unit to hold him down, I think,
Right,
just to get
right.
that to happen. That's so
Yeah.
fun. So how'd you get into this business? What made you start this?
I've been in the industry a long time. It's what I've done always. But hair and makeup was just, I was going through a transitioning time with my own self, and professionally, I was kind of losing the passion. So I felt like about 20 years into it that I needed to either make a change or get out, and the opportunity showed up for me to start doing makeup and working in a salon next to a bridal salon, sold gowns and had a photographer. So it just fell into place when that specialty started. It just happened for me, and I love it. I have a
Exciting.
passion for it. Yeah, I really do.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
a bride wants to have, actually. They want to have somebody that's on their side that's going to do whatever they can to
Yeah.
make them look so great on that day. Well, you need to tell folks how they find you.
They find me on the web, www.beautifulbridesbycarol.com. And also they can email me at carol@beautifulbridesbycarol.com.
Okay.
And my phone number is 559-246-3130. I work out of a private studio that's located across the street from Fashion Fair in Fresno, so it's a great,
excellent.
easy
Okay.
location.
Okay.
Yes.
So help a girl out. Okay, I have such a round face, and everybody in my family does. So I'm okay. I say critique me. You can say you're doing it all wrong. But what are we gonna do with this mug? What would you do with it?
Well, first of all, you're beautiful. Okay,
You're kind,
so
but thank you.
You're beautiful, and my philosophy in makeup has been and always will be just to enhance the natural features. Everybody has beautiful natural features.
So what's my best feature?
So you have a gorgeous smile.
Okay.
I mean, and your eyes light up when you smile. So,
Okay.
just enhancing your cheek area, maybe a little more definition, and taking your bronzing down
Okay.
through your neck and your décolleté. And your eyes sparkle. You don't need a lot of heavy makeup. I think people have a idea about, more is better. No, more is not better. More makeup sometimes is very aging, and it's not.
Really?
Yes, more is not always
See, well, I've
better.
got the crow's feet that are coming in, and so I'm trying to be very careful about the makeup, especially around the eye, so that isn't enhanced.
Not applying it heavily, and then of course maintaining a good skincare regime.
Oh, absolutely. I promise
Absolutely.
I'm very
It all
good about
goes.
that. I swear on the Bible, I'm very, very
Yeah,
good about that.
yeah.
And I take all my omega-3s and everything.
Oh,
I will
good
just
girl.
glow.
That's awesome.
Okay. Now, what's your skincare regime like? What do you do for yourself?
For myself, I make sure that I do, scrubs and masks every week, and then daily, it's the daily skincare regime of a good cleanser and a toner and your moisturizers, and then usually a vitamin C serum.
Okay,
Yeah.
and sunscreen.
Sunscreen is
right.
very important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite mask?
I don't. I usually like the more natural approach to skincare, so a
Egg
mud
whites and
mask.
stuff?
Egg wipes are great. They tighten things up.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of great stuff out there.
Okay.
But less chemical and more natural. for the skin to absorb
you are
it.
talking my language.
Yeah,
I try to make as much as I
Less
can. I've
chemical.
just kind of gotten into this recently.
Mhm,
And it is
mhm.
amazing what you can do with lemon and an egg white. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Or olive oil, even just that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's all natural stuff that will absorb into the skin naturally.
Yeah, and
right.
keep that nice glow.
Yes,
Good.
definitely.
Good. Oh, I'm so glad I
Definitely.
got to talk to you, Carol. Yeah, I
Thank
think I
you.
will come see you professionally just
Oh,
to
awesome.
get a little help in this area.
Thank you.
You know, we'll do that.
Yes.
So just again, quickly, give folks your phone number, if you would.
559-246-3130.
Excellent. And they're your beautiful brides we've been
Thank
showing
you.
throughout the segment, so you can just kind of get an idea of the work that Carol can do for you on your very special day. Thank you so much for coming in, Carol.
Thank you for having me.
We hope you stick around in the studio. Up next, we're going to have Laura Zabicki. She's from Sweet Dreams Wedding Cakes, and I think I finally said her right name correct. That's exciting for me. Please stay tuned.
Okay.
I cannot believe how expensive funerals are today. Nancy said she spent more than $12,000 on John's service. Now, when Mom took ill, we went to Sterling & Smith and prearranged her funeral for less than half of what Nancy spent. Sterling & Smith has a beautiful facility, professional staff, and packages that start below $3,000. It was more than a funeral. It was truly a celebration of life.
At Sterling & Smith, we believe that a high-quality service should be affordable to everyone. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today, because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Hey guys, are you watching CentralValleyTalk.com? Are you under 30 or under 30 at heart? Because if you are, you should be watching my show, Basically Branded, 10:30 p.m. Monday and Wednesday nights. Mark your calendars, you guys, because it's chaos here on Monday and Wednesday nights. We have animals, reptiles, cheetahs, actors, singers. It's chaos. And you guys need to be watching, because it might sound like I'm describing Barnum and Bailey's circus, but I'm actually describing my web show, Basically Brandon, Monday and Wednesday nights, 10:30 p.m.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
Got the voice, Cecil's choice, juggling it on CentralValleyTalk.com. We can all get along, listen to the guitar play.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
I feel like I'm walking down the aisle all over again because today is such a special day. Here on the Spin Cycle, we are talking only about weddings, and we're getting ready. We're hoping to get ready those brides that are going to be walking down the aisle soon. And there's so many important parts to a wedding. So next we're going to talk about the cake and the flowers. And our guest is Laura Zabicki from Sweet Dreams Wedding Cakes and Flowers. So we have two bookends that are very important to the wedding here.
They are.
Do you want to talk first about flowers or first about wedding cakes?
Cakes. I started Sweet Dreams Cakery 20 years ago or so.
So you can bake a cake or two.
I can bake a
Okay.
cake or two. I've made many, many, many wedding cakes. And then 5 years ago, I expanded my business to be Sweet Dreams Wedding Cakes and Flowers.
Okay.
So we package them together, and it is very successful. And what I like about doing this is, while I love flowers, I did it in high school and kind of
you did.
when I was looking to expand and do more with a wedding. I expanded out to there, and when the brides hire us for both, they get, number one, a nice package deal. We offer some discounts when we do both
this
cake
is
and
important,
flowers.
brides.
So
This is important.
it is. It's a great discount. It's up to $100 of free delivery, free toss bouquet, cake stand rental, cake flowers, extra groom's boutonniere. There's a whole package that we put together. But there's a real cohesiveness about that service, those two services together, coming from the same vendor.
Why is it important for them to come from the same vendor?
Because when I set up their wedding cake at the very last moment and put the wedding flowers that go with the rest of their floral decor and their whole theme and feel of their wedding, you know, those two things work together. Sometimes when one's coming from one and one's coming from the other, the coordination, you know, I might have another florist that says, well, you need to have the cake set up at 10 in the morning because that's when I'm delivering the flowers. And I say, but it's a real buttercream cake with cheesecake in the center. It's not going to sit for 6 hours.
I see.
That sort of thing. So
you're doing cheesecake inside of a cake?
Oh, that's my most special, the
This
Sweet
is
Dream
new.
Supreme cake.
Okay,
That
we
is,
did not have this when I got married. Explain this to me. Cheesecake inside a cake.
I'm famous for it.
Hello,
the Sweet
this
Dream
is good.
Supreme cake.
Okay.
It has top and bottom layer, either a French vanilla or a dense chocolate cake. Then it's spread with the seedless raspberry. Then there are 2 layers of chocolate mousse, and then the center layer is cheesecake.
So you pretty much designed this.
I did.
This is an original.
You know, I have to be honest. It was when I moved to the Yosemite area many years ago. A woman named Mikey's Cheesecake, out of Merced, was doing this cake, and she was leaving town. And one of my primary clients was the Awani Hotel in Yosemite Valley. And they said, Laura, if you can duplicate this cake, you know, we'd love to see it.
If it's not nailed
and
down,
so Mikey
you're taking
said,
it.
Mikey said to me, I of course asked her permission, and she said, I'll sell you one, you can figure it out. I like my version better.
Of course.
I bake from scratch. I
course,
use
okay.
real dairy. I make my own fillings.
Okay.
It is all of the best quality.
So we're talking whole milk and actual butter?
We're talking manufacturing cream and real unsalted butter and real vanilla extract.
That's a real
Not a
talent.
shortening-based
Yes.
meringue powder,
Yeah.
what people call buttercream that has nothing
Okay.
to do with butter or cream. No, it's real buttercream.
And so the cake with the cheesecake, that's your most popular?
Yes, I would say it's my most popular, and it can be varied. Meaning, what I described to you is the Sweet Dream Supreme cake. However, if someone comes and tastes my version of red velvet, which I made up my own red velvet recipe, but they want cheesecake in the middle of it, we can have a red velvet supreme.
That's a little slice of heaven right there. That sounds awesome.
So we did expand to the flowers 5 years ago, and and I had the good sense to hire a wonderful floral manager who had her own florist for 30 years and then was a wedding coordinator at Tenaya Lodge in Yosemite, and then wanted to get back in the floral business, and she's excellent. So
So you have the brides come in and do a tasting of the cake so they know.
Yes.
Okay.
And a floral design at the same time.
Brides, this is important because the day of the wedding, you're probably not going to get more than 1 bite of your cake.
No, and we give you a little complimentary keepsake cake.
Yeah, so you need to take
make
that
sure
with
you get some cake.
You get the 1 bite, and they have you kissing and dancing, and it's a whole thing. So, but you want to know what your guests are tasting. That's certainly very important. Okay.
And what's important is when you come and see me for your complimentary tasting, and taste all the cakes, and you might mix and match or design what you want. That's exactly what your cake will taste like the day of your wedding.
Now, I've noticed too that some brides, not all layers are the same.
Right.
They are mixing it up.
Yep.
Oh, and cupcakes too.
Yep.
That's kind of popular.
Very popular.
Have you done cupcakes?
Cupcakes, and just recently, I've got a wedding coming up in a couple weeks where we're doing little individual pies.
A pie, not a cake.
Pies. She will have a center
Interesting.
cutting cake.
Okay.
But
Whatever
then-
she wants.
Right. And then a variety of, we're going to do strawberry, rhubarb, pecan, and Dutch apple.
How fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
little individual. They're so
Okay.
cute. Kind of queen of tarts.
That is adorable. Yeah. And what's the most popular wedding flower right now?
Oh gosh, what's really in is kind of a bouquet of different heights and textures, a whole variety of blooms.
Yeah.
Kind of, my real technical term, I call it shaggy. It's kind of, it's kind
The
of
official term.
Yeah, it's
Shaggy.
very loose and romantic, but kind of rustic, but it's still elegant.
Mhm.
There's a lot of, like I said, different textures. We might have some wired succulents in there,
Mhm.
or
Interesting.
mix it in with a big dinner plate dahlia. Queen Anne's lace. There's a whole lot of
Right.
that is popular right now. But then again, there's formal cascade style bouquets are making a little bit of a comeback.
Wow.
Yeah, cascades in a holder.
Well, I wanted calla lilies when I got married, and the florist looked me directly in the eye and said, "Honey, you can't have that. That's a funeral flower."
Only in some cultures,
And
and
that
a bride
just
can
to this-
have whatever she wants.
To this day, I shake my fist at her because I think that's the beautiful flower.
It is a beautiful
we
flower.
went another direction, but
Very common in bridal bouquets.
she didn't listen to me, and I think that's what we're finding out today is that we have these fabulous folks that are here locally that listen to the brides, and you would have given me calla lilies.
I would have
wouldn't
given you whatever
would
you
have made that
wanted. I would have
happen.
told you if it wouldn't have held up, or it
Yeah.
wasn't in season, or if it
Yeah.
was very expensive. But
Yes.
of course, I would have given you calla lilies.
We have to renew at 20, honey.
There
I'm
you go.
sorry. I've
There
got
you
17
go.
in it. So tell folks, where can they find you?
I am located in Oakhurst. Phone number is 559-641-7606. Two separate websites, sweetdreamscakery.com,
Okay.
sweetdreamsweddingflowers.com. You can
Okay.
get to one from the other.
Perfect.
As well as my
perfect.
catering, which you'll be talking to my husband in a little while
Okay.
about that.
Excellent.
Yosemite Catering and Crab Cakes Restaurant all have their own websites.
Okay.
Our service area is Central California, from the Sierras to the coast. We're just recently really expanding in the Paso Robles area.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
I would
so-
think that with all the wineries there, that would be
Yes, prime
very
time.
interesting. Yeah.
We're excited about
Great,
it. We've
great.
got a wedding cake there this weekend.
Okay, well, I hope that goes well for you and
Thank
the
you very
bride,
much.
certainly. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then you're going to send over your husband.
Yes.
So I can chat with him. That's
Thank you so much.
great. Thank you. Folks, you're watching Spin Cycle. Please stay tuned. There you go.
Tantastic Tans and Boutique is your one-stop shop for beauty and fashion needs. Located on the southwest corner of Herndon and Milburn, Tantastic Tans and Boutique is open 7 days a week, from 10 to 7 on weekdays and 10 to 6 Saturday and Sunday. We offer top-of-the-line tanning equipment, including 20-minute beds, 12-minute beds, 12-minute stand-up beds, and we also have a high-pressure Supernova Ultra Bronze bed. In addition to tanning, we offer teeth whitening starting at $39.99. Fantastic Tans and Boutique offers a full boutique of women and children's clothing and accessories. Come in and check out our LA Idol shorts and capris. Find us on facebook.com/tantastictans or call 432-TANS. That's 432-8267.
Hey guys, are you watching CentralValleyTalk.com? Are you under 30 or under 30 at heart? Because if you are, you should be watching my show, Basically Brandon, 10:30 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Mark your calendars, you guys, because it's chaos here on Wednesday nights. We have animals, reptiles, cheetahs, actors, singers. It's chaos. And you guys need to be watching, because it might sound like I'm describing Barnum and Bailey's circus, but I'm actually describing my web show, Basically Brandon, on Wednesday nights, 10:30 p.m.
Hi, I'm Mike Briggs, president of CentralValleyTalk.com. In these tough economic times, we've got to find creative ways to reach our advertisers and our clients. CentralValleyTalk.com gets 50,000 hits every single month. We could put your advertisement on CentralValleyTalk.com, and you can enjoy those 50,000 hits for as little as a penny per hit. Call me at the Mike Briggs Properties Building at 486-6758. Advertise on CentralValleyTalk.com. Call 486-6758.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hello and welcome once again to a very special edition of the Spin Cycle with Feleena Sutton. I'm your host, Feleena, and today we're talking about all weddings, all the time, and all things that are important to those brides and grooms. So we've gone through hair, we've gone through makeup and locations and tasty cakes and beautiful flowers, but now comes the time where you need to feed your guests, and they're going to want something a little tasty. Warning to brides and grooms, you probably won't get to eat this dinner that you're going to give to your guests, but it still needs to be very special for them, indeed. So we're going to chat with Roman Zabicki. He's from Crab Cakes Restaurant and Yosemite Catering. So this is a cute little thing that's just tucked away up in Oakhurst.
It is.
The crab cakes, because I've actually been there because I love crab.
Thank you. Thank you for participating and
Great.
being at Crab Cakes. We appreciate that.
So tell me first about your restaurant and what you serve there, because it has to be fresh crab.
It is fresh
Yes,
crab.
okay.
Crab Cake specializes in crab cakes, obviously, and we do other crustaceans such as live Maine lobster we have coming in, crab from the Pacific Northwest, Dungeness crab. We also offer snow crab. And in addition
That's quite a
to
selection.
It is. And in addition to our seafood menu or selection, we also have steak, chicken, pasta, and vegetarian entrees for guests who are looking for something other than seafood.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, why would you do that? I mean,
Well,
it's also healthy in there.
It is, but there is a group or guests who come with their friends or family and
Fair
looking for
enough.
something else.
Okay, so you have the restaurant side, but you also have a catering side, Yosemite Catering. Tell me how that works for you.
Well, as it plays into our segment today, Yosemite Catering does off-site catering, and we've catered at different venues, Paradise Springs being one, and we've gone to various homes in Central Valley. We've catered in Yosemite Valley most recently last year. Received a call from a young lady. I'm not exactly sure what her title is, but she works for the Australian Embassy.
Oh, heavens.
She and her fiance wanted an intimate dinner for two along the riverbank in Yosemite Valley, which we catered. Sent the chef out there. He styled them with a linen covered table, and they just loved it. It was 2 hours of a nice intimate private dinner that they had after they got married. Yes.
Wow, how exciting. That's pretty special. Okay, so you are the main caterer for Paradise Springs.
We cater up at Paradise Springs, and we do functions there, rehearsal dinners. We've done the weddings, groups anywhere from 20 up to 200, 300 we've done it up at Paradise Springs.
Great. So what are brides ordering these days? I know they're usually financially cautious, but still want to provide something that's wonderful and memorable for the people who are sharing this moment.
We have an excellent chef on staff. Brian Velasquez came with us from Sacramento, and Brian has been doing a wonderful job in sitting down with the bride-to-be and finding out what it is that they have in mind as far as taste and budget. So sometimes we have Uncle Bob from New York who's picking up the tab, price is no object. So
Chef Brian, Uncle? I want him.
Chef Brian can go wild and crazy, and other times we look at their budget and say, this is what we can do, and they get what they're looking for. And it varies to the bride and groom-to-be. When they come in, we need to know from them, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for a buffet type menu, or are you looking for something plated served?
That was my next question, that sometimes you can save a little bit of money by going to buffet.
Correct.
So is it a big savings to choose a buffet over a plated setting?
There is a little bit of a savings. You spend more if you're doing the plated served meal as far as number of staff involved.
Less on labor.
China, silver, glassware involved. But it really depends on what you're looking for as far as the style of service. With buffet, there's more variety involved in the food that you're offering your guests. In plated, they have to make a selection, and this is what you're going to get.
So are you providing plates, napkins, utensils, or is that a separate rental off from somewhere else?
It's a separate rental.
Okay, just the food.
Correct, and we can coordinate that for you. We have different vendors that we deal with that offer special pricing, or if you'd like, again, to save yourself some money, handle that on your own.
Have you had any weird requests? Eel. I think eel would be so odd to serve at a wedding. But I mean, anything just really out there that you just went, what are you thinking?
Feleena, I haven't had any weird requests, but the requests that we have had are things where we're doing a Moroccan-themed wedding. Can you put together a Moroccan?
That's very
or we're
unique.
doing a Brazilian-themed wedding. Can we
see.
do that?
Okay.
And the most recent is farm-raised.
Farm raised, as in salmon or chicken?
Chicken, beef.
Oh, okay. Oh, we just visit Mary. She's over in Madera. I think
Exactly.
So. Yeah. Okay. It's all doable, and you just say yes. We'll do it.
We'll do
right?
it?
We will
Sure.
do it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just don't ask for eel. Nobody wants that at your wedding.
No, haven't had that request yet.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So please tell folks where they can find you. I know you could probably always just pop into the restaurant and say hi, but phone numbers, websites.
Located in Oakhurst. Phone number 559-641-7667. Website, crabcakesrestaurant.com or yosemitecatering.net.
Excellent. Okay, Roman, I want you to sit tight. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Then everybody that I have interviewed today is going to come back, and I'm going to ask each of them to give each of you brides a very just heartfelt and important advice so that your day is going to be special no matter what. So please, stay tuned.
I'm the owner and CEO of Central Valley Talk. We produce live programs that broadcast 24 hours per day on the internet website, centralvalleytalk.com. If you like local talk radio, you'll love centralvalleytalk.com. You can watch our local programming on your computer or on your iPhone.
Fat Man's Alley, Hungry Howie's, and Scoops Ice Cream. Tower Health Food, Samba Steakhouse, Mike Briggs Properties. There's Tower Market, Farmers Market too. Kuka's and Landmark, Mr. Sushi for you. Chicken Pie Shop, Fulton's Pulley, Palomino's. Spinner's Records, Tower Bike Shop, Irene's To Go. Bobby Sal's Restaurant, The Perfect Blend and Million Elephant. H&R Block, Starbucks Coffee, Piemonte's. Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater, The Second Space. Tower Tattoos, Lottie in the Me and Ed's is the place. International Furniture, The Review Cafe. Teasers Realty Market, Love Oak knows the way. Typhoon Restaurant, The Game Preserve, and B of A. Sequoia Brewing, Russo Restaurant, Tower Clocks Today. Come to the tower, there's so much fun for everyone. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun?
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Today has been our very special show about weddings, focusing on a beautiful place called Paradise Springs, and I want to say thank you to all these wonderful guests who have joined me. But before we leave you, I want each person to speak to those brides-to-be and the grooms-to-be out there to give one last piece of advice, just from their own professional area, of how to make your special day so special. So we're going to start with Debbie, who is from Paradise Springs. What is the one piece of advice you give to our wedding couples that are out there?
I would probably tell the bride and grooms to go with what they desire for their day. Don't pay so much attention to what everybody else says that you need to do or you have to do.
Okay.
Go with what you want to do to make your day special for yourself.
So can you handle those mother-in-laws? That's the real business opportunity in this, I think. Yeah.
Exactly.
So Carol from Beautiful Brides, what's your one piece of advice?
I would have to say my most important piece of advice is that every bride should have a practice ahead of time
Practice run
for her hair and
makeup. Okay.
for many different reasons, so that there's no surprises on the day of the wedding. She's feeling relaxed and secure with that. She's gotten to become acquainted with her hairstylist and makeup person. So to me, that's a really important time for me also to bond with my brides. So that's my
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Now we go to the other side of the house here, Laura. So as it relates to flowers and as it relates to cakes, what's that one piece of advice you want all brides to hear?
I would say hire a vendor, take your time with them, trust them, and the day of, let them do the job, and you relax and take care of yourself.
Stay
and
out of your
enjoy
hair.
your special day.
Stay out of
Don't
your
worry
hair.
about the details day of. You hired somebody to do it, let them do it. And the other thing, don't do your photography too early. Don't do your photography at 9 in the morning when your ceremony's at 6 at night. It makes for
way too long to be in the
horrible
dress.
day for you.
Absolutely.
Don't do your photography too early. I see it time after time.
Okay, good advice. Roman, what is your advice about food? What do you want all brides to know?
About food, you're throwing me off. About food, I would just plan, enjoy, taste ahead of time to know what you're going to get.
Taste ahead of time. I like this.
But I would echo what Laura said, plan ahead of time so that the day of the wedding, you sit back, relax, enjoy your special day. There will be things that might not go exactly as you planned, just let it go.
I am so glad you mentioned that, because as we take this off to another show, I just want to tell you quickly my experience. It's talking about not planning ahead. The veil that was delivered to me was completely wrong. Completely wrong. Then I get to the church, the doors open, and I'm ready to walk through, and my groom is not at the altar because nobody opened the door on the side. It was locked. So, brides and grooms, regardless of what happens, you were still going to marry your very best friend on that day. The veil doesn't matter, and all these other things, they don't matter. It just matters that you're in love. And everybody here from Paradise Springs, we hope it's going to be a special day for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
I cannot believe how expensive funerals are today. Nancy said she spent more than $12,000 on John's service. Now, when Mom took ill, we went to Sterling & Smith and prearranged her funeral for less than half of what Nancy spent. Sterling & Smith has a beautiful facility, professional staff, and packages that start below $3,000. It was more than a funeral. It was truly a celebration of life.
At Sterling & Smith, we believe that a high-quality service should be affordable to everyone. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Hey guys, are you watching CentralValleyTalk.com? Are you under 30 or under 30 at heart? Because if you are, you should be watching my show, Basically Brandon, 10:30 p.m. Monday and Wednesday nights. Mark your calendars, you guys, because it's chaos here on Monday and Wednesday nights. We have animals, reptiles, cheetahs, actors, singers. It's chaos. And you guys need to be watching because it might sound like I'm describing Barnum and Bailey's circus, but I'm actually describing my web show, Basically Brandon, Monday and Wednesday nights, 10:30 p.m.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
Proper voice, Cecil's choice, juggling it on CentralValleyTalk.com. We can all get along, listen to the guitar play.
CentralValleyTalk.com